Greetings to everyone. Today let us get to know about the poem I Shall Go Back to the New Year by Nilim Kumar. Nilim Kumar is a writer of 3 novels, 17 collections of poem, and a collection of essays. He is the recipient of awards like Uday Bharati National Award, Raza Foundation Award, Sabda Award, Eka Ebong Kayak Jon Award, etc. He has eminently taken part in literary festivals of national and international repute like SARC, IORA, and BLF. His poems are included in the anthology of Signatures, one of 100 Indian Poets, edited by K. Sachidanandan. The poem starts with something which seems to be a pessimistic thought, that is, to go back in time this new year. He says that everybody thinks about marching towards what seems to be the better future, but he wishes to go backwards this new year. He takes up several resolutions for the then coming new year. At first, he says that every new year people think of buying a new vehicle, but this time he says that he would sell his 2 cars and buy a bicycle. Secondly, he says that many people think of building a new house while some think of buying a flat. On the contrary, the writer wants to become somewhat primitive and demolish the walls of his compound and build a bamboo fence so that fresh air may pass through the bamboo mesh to his home like the way it used to in the past. Thirdly, he emphasizes that everybody wants to move on with the future, but he says that he thinks of going back that new year. He says that everybody would want to buy a lot of things, or an Android mobile handset, at least. But he says that he would just repair the broken screen of his old handset. He says that he would not get his eyes tested, but would buy a Chinese reading glasses at a price of 150 rupees from the streets of Fancy Bazaar. He mockingly says that he would rush backwards from civilization this time. It displays his desire to change into being a more primitive or less civilized person. It displays his desire to change into being a more primitive or less civilized person. Fourthly, he explains that he would neither take food in porcelain utensils, nor would he drink from glass tumbler. He says that he would pluck plantain leaves, says that he would pluck plantain leaves from his backyard and throw his spoons and use his own hands to eat everything. He says that he would take off his shoes and sandals and remain barefooted. He says that he would go back this year while everyone thinks about the future. He would try to understand the feelings when go back. According to him, the main reason for him to move backwards this new year is the increasing number of lies, which according to him are essential for every work and much more important to keep the flag of civilization up. He tells that to march ahead under the flag of civilization. Concluding the poem, he tells that he swears to not to tell a single lie, as he shall not go forward, but he would go back to the humble beginnings of civilization, as there is more fun in going back to that golden era of truthfulness. The poem has a pessimistic approach, but as we read the poem, we come to know how the poet is optimistic in his own terms and wants to go away from the civilization, as there is more fun in going back to that golden era of truthfulness. The poem has a pessimistic approach, but as we read the poem, we come to know how the poet is optimistic in his own terms and wants to go away from the complex world of lies to the much simpler life where truth prevails freely. I hope this summary is helpful for everyone to understand the concept of the poem. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you. Have a good time.